and to put him in the center of the octagon and to place Justin Gaethje in the spot is one of the most special ones I've seen in my life. The only thing I have to say is that I'm here. It's me, guys, Mr. the Cursed One. He left the church at 1:35. Tell him he needs to go to the higher ring. Hawaii, wherever that
We
is.
clearly have the next fight lined up. It's going to be Max Holloway. Tonight is his night. He should enjoy it. But he will have to start rowing again soon.
Hello friends and welcome to a new video. Well, yes, this UFC 300 has been a tremendous card that has given us some spectacular fights and some of them with some tremendous endings. It's also been a great card for setting up future fights, and right now the Nagwai is in meeting after meeting because after this card the whole UFC is in an uproar as it has opened many doors for matchmaking possible clashes between one another. And today we will be talking about one of them that was formed right there in the octagon, and it's none other than the match between Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria. Just after ending with that tremendous KO more Holloway against Justin movie epic in the post-fight interview with Joe Rogan, then more. Holloway grabbed the microphone and said this.
Place it in the center of the octagon and put Justin Gaethje back. It's one of the most special ones I've seen in my life. But I have to say I'm here. I am him, guys. There's a harmonic. He left Maku at 1:45.
Subtitles by the
Tell me the contract's name. Spain, Hawaii, anywhere.
We saw how he challenged Ilia Topuria to fight in Spain, in Hawaii, or wherever. And even though at that exact moment Ilia Topuria did not show any emotion, no gesture to Max Holloway's words in a subsequent interview conducted by Carlos Contreras Legaspi. He did take the microphone and said
We already
this.
clearly have the next fight. It's going to be Max Holloway. Tonight is his night. He needs to enjoy it. But it's his turn to row again. Well,
Here we have been able to see and hear that now there is definitely a more Holloway next challenger for the belt, because it's more than just talk, and now brings a gift, which is that BNF title. With that, Ilia Topuria could have two belts in his possession. The belt he already holds, which is the featherweight plus the BNF duel, so this fight between the two would make much more sense and raise a lot more expectations. A possibility for Ilia Topuria to fight Max Holloway, as Ilia himself already mentioned in a previous interview.
Yes, Max Holloway with Justin Gaethje puts his title on the line, which is the BMF title. We could analyze that too.
So it seems like another wedding is brewing here in the future, and soon we'll see a match that, although before it was already generating interest, but now with this tremendous performance by Max Holloway, it has become super interesting. Because even though Ilia Topuria has stated that he found nothing special about Max Holloway's performance, with arms down as if not knowing how to fight backwards, everyone, when they move forward and are allowed to think, they do things very
The
well.
ending was spectacular. A knockout where Josie ended up pretty bad. But as you saw the fight,
I saw it well. Nothing special, to be honest with you. At the end, punch exchange game with no strategy behind it, just throwing punches, defenseless, hands down, and well, that can happen, but not. It would never happen to me because I'm a person who thinks outside the
Well,
box.
here
right?
one must disagree, because we already knew the tremendous boxing skills. More Holloway, what happens is that, well, I had been a little overshadowed by the defeats he had with Alexander Volkanovski, but for this fight not only has shown that he still has the good, but it has evolved superior to that boxing, and we've seen a fight IQ of 10. A tremendous job that Holloway has done to rat the opponent, who was Justin Gaethje, and make a fight, well, impeccable.
Everybody in the world time, please look
fight right now. Well, everything he has talked about, this tremendous fight IQ he has had. This evolution in boxing gives him many more options to win a fight against him, because right now the shares of Mark Holloway, they are more into music. Historical, and not forgetting the steel chin he has. And yet, he still hasn't found a fighter who can break him, even though he's faced the toughest fighters in the division. The featherweight division and the lightweight division. And here, well, we have to specify that Ilia Topuria, for example, despite that great knockout power he has shown us, and that he did not manage to finish in Yosemite, so we know he is a fighter with a very, very mindset. Very tough than there in my cycle. It was with tremendous power. You can finish or more. The great shape he is in now and has always had room. Having said that, Ilia has also stated that Holloway has never faced anyone who can take him down and fight him with an unbreakable mindset. And here I must highlight that Mas Hollow has an 84% takedown defense, and that's just impressive, and it's not for lack of trying by other fighters. Knockdown. So if throughout his career he has that percentage, then with all the battles and fights that are known to take Holloway to the ground is a quite complicated task. In fact, I mean, the ingredients are coming together now for another epic fight, and it seems to me that if Ilia Topuria wins more, Holloway would already pocket the fact of having beaten the last two featherweight champions, two legends, two very well known, and then it would make getting in line as one of the best featherweights in history of history, UFC. So I can't wait for Dana White to announce this fight. Let it be in Hawaii, let it be in Spain, let it be wherever, whenever, but let it be this fight, because the truth is that's going to be a tremendous fight with two great fighters that are currently, well, that with their stocks at all-time highs and coming off winning with a tremendous KO both in their last fights. And it's uncertain if it will be in UFC Spain, because it seems like it might. This event in Spain is getting a bit more delayed than expected due to the stadium's schedule. As well, it needs the UFC. Not only needs a weekend for a stadium to perform a fight, if it doesn't require an entire week, a whole fight week, well, that might mean it's a bit later. But, well, if it's not in UFC Spain this fight, then let it be somewhere else. But anyway, wherever it is, it's going to be a fight, like I said. Well, epic, and well, it's a battle. Incredible. So I'm leaving it at that. You know, if you like the video, you can give it a good, like if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe to the channel, which is free, and see you in the next video. See you soon.
Oh, the center of the octagon. It's one of the most special ones I've seen in my life. I have to say I'm here. Shut up, shut up. Your heart has been broken down. 40 years old. Now screw the fine contract. Hawaii.
We clearly already have the next fight is Max Holloway. Tonight is his night. He needs to enjoy it, but then he'll have to start rowing again